Hello, I'm Tim Gilligan. I'm a pastor of Meadowbrook Church, and it's my honor to be one of the chaplains for the sheriff's office. And I've been a chaplain for about 14 years or so, and so I know many of you, and hopefully I'll meet some of the others of you. I wanted to share with you just a brief message I feel is very important on one of our all of our favorite subjects, and that's ourself. But it's an important thing that I think will be helpful to you. And so pay attention for these next few moments, and I believe you're going to be encouraged. When we look at ourself, if you could imagine a wheel or a circle, and the hub of that being you, and then the spokes going out from there, let me address a couple of different things they might be. First of all, would be your story. And that's, where you're from, how you were raised, was dad present, was mom mad, whatever. And I'm mindful of that sometimes when I've done ride-alongs and someone gets put in the back of a car. It helps me to have a little compassion, not that they don't deserve to be in the back of the car, but to know that maybe their story affected them being where they are today. It has been said that all behavior is need motivated. So there's a need in their life. And I sometimes wonder, had I had to live their story, what would I be doing today? So it helps us to have some compassion and concern on other people. Another spoke would be your theology. And you'd say, well, I don't know that I have a theology. Everybody does, even if right now you'd say, I don't know that I believe in God. Well, that's part of your theology. Theology is what you believe, what you think about God and things of God. So that's another important part. Third would be your values. Personally, what's important to you. That will affect your priorities, your decisions, and so forth. So your values are a very important thing. But for the next few moments, what I want to really talk about is your roles in life. The term roles is actually a theatrical term. If you could think about a play on the stage, everybody has their different roles that they're cast in. And so what's important with that is we have a big story. So you're in the story, I'm in the story, and we have to fulfill our roles. And sometimes we have multiple roles. So on stage, you've got to make your entrance and do your lines and do your part and do it in the right way and leave at the right time. And if you miss your entrance, guess what? You throw somebody else off. If you flub your lines, you're going to throw somebody else off. So hopefully that imagery pulls us to the idea that fulfilling our roles in the right way is important, because it's not just about me, it's not just about you, it's about the other people that our roles connect with. So regarding our roles, and this is the important thing I want to get across here, it's important that you actively, intentionally get into at least 4 of your roles every week. That would be an important thing to do. Studies show that if you stay in 1 or 2 of your roles, and those alone, you're going to burn out. And none of us want to burn out. I know in ministry, I know you in law enforcement, administration, whatever you're in, you didn't sign up so you could burn out. It's not something we ever intended or desired. But people burn out because we get stuck in 1 or 2 roles, either because we really like those roles or we feel more obligation to those roles. But the thing is, you have to intentionally, deliberately get into at least 4 of your roles every week. It helps you to have margin and variety in your life and keep you balanced. Real quick, my roles. First of all, I'm a child of God, and that's not because I'm so good. It's because John 1:12 talks about that if you believe on Him and receive Him, He gives you the privilege to be called a child of God. So I'm thankful to be a child of God. Secondly, I'm a husband to my wife. I'm a father and a father-in-law to my 5 kids, and my 2 oldest are married. So father and father-in-law, those are roles. I'm a grandfather. I have two grandbabies, a 1-year-old and an almost 4-year-old. That's a role. I'm a pastor. I'm a boss. I'm a friend. I'm a neighbor. I'm a brother. I'm an uncle. I'm a student. I'm back in school. I'm a chaplain. So I've got all these roles. But here's the thing. I have to be very intentional about my roles and not getting stuck in 1 or 2 of them, because it's easy to do. And you know that. So, for example, I'm grandfather now, so on Fridays I try to take half hour, and just go spend some time with my grandson and be totally focused. Here's a good saying: wherever you are, be all there. And so if I'm grandpa, I'm going to be all there. I'm not going to be checking my phone or thinking about something at work or whatever else. I just got to be grandpa, So be an alligator, be a dinosaur, be a pirate, for a half an hour. And it's healthy for me. And you know what else? My role connects with somebody else's role. So I find that if we fill a role, that role will get filled again. You're most likely in the role that you are as in law enforcement because of that. And my youngest daughter wants to be a teacher. Do you know why? Because of a teacher. She wanted to be like a teacher, turned something on that resonated within her. I'm a pastor today, I think, not only because of the call of God on my life, but also because of pastors that I saw that it's like, yeah, I want to do that. And so when you fill a role right, it's that role will get filled again. If you mess up your role, again, you miss your entrance, you flub your lines, it's going to affect somebody else there. So I just want to encourage you so much to make that something you think about today. I pray that you will, so that we don't end up ignoring certain roles. And also on the same vein of thought before I finish, once you look at your roles, that will help you to determine your priorities. And then once you know your priorities, they will make your decisions for you. If, hey guys, if your wife is scheduled to have surgery, but at the same time, same day, there's a gun show at the armory, and you're trying to make that decision, you know what? Your priorities should make that decision for you. And where did your priorities come from? They came from your values, but they also came from your roles. And let me just give you a cue. You better be there for the surgery. So we just need to pay attention to it. That's the main thing. Be deliberate about it. Ask God to help you in it, and He will. And not only will it help you to be more healthy, have more margin and variety in your life, it's going to help the other people that your roles interact with in this big story. I pray that you'll pay attention to that. I know that God will help you in it. God bless you, and thank you for listening.